Hero MotoCorp. Now, Amit, I'll come to you first. What's the street expecting from Hero MotoCorp?
Yes, the company that even has Harley Davidson in its stable now is expected to post a net profit of as much as 47%, led by lower cost of production. Revenue from operations are expected to climb by as much as 21.1% to 9,728 year on year. EBITDA is expected to rise again 47% to 1,361 crores. EBITDA margins are expected to rise 250 basis points. In January, the company sold as many as 4,33,598 units, reflecting a 22% growth compared to the same month last year. Hero clocked domestic sales of 4,20,934 units and exports of 12,664 units in January. Things looking good for the motor major, and the results are expected to reflect that.
All right, and Mr. Singh, what's your take on the stock? A clear outperformer when it comes to the two-wheeler stocks. Hero MotoCorp has delivered phenomenal returns over the last year. Can it, rise further from here on? And what do you particularly like in this space, in this two-wheeler space, sir?
Yeah, I would say in the two-wheeler space, first I'll talk about Hero MotoCorp. This is a stock which is extremely strong on the long-term chart. So one should look at, on any correction, this is a stock which is worth buying. There's no doubt about it. From a medium term, from a long-term perspective, we have seen the stock rally significantly, and from almost 3,000 levels, currently is around 4,800 levels. So we've seen a more than 50% rise in the stock happening, and that also quite fast. So if we go back, so somewhere from November end, the stock has witnessed a breakout and the rallies there. So this is one stock one can definitely look at from a medium term to long term perspective. And the other stock which is of interest is again Bajaj Auto. This stock is also very strong technically. The structure of the stock is very strong. Like I had earlier talked about ICICI Bank or HDFC Bank, there the structure isn't really very inspiring. Here the structure is very strong. Yes, the stocks have rallied, so there is bound to be profit booking. There would be bound to be the stock trading in overheated territory. But effectively, any meaningful correction in the stock is a buying opportunity till the time we don't see a trend change. Because even on the quarterly charts, the stock continues to display very strong momentum and very strong rally. So on some significant correction, one should look at adding the stock. But yes.
Mr. Singh, you mentioned Bajaj Auto, but unlike Bajaj Auto, when I look at Hero MotoCorp, it is not very far from its 52-week high. Is it time to cash out, and would you still advise people to get into this stock at this high price?
No, Hero MotoCorp is someone, if is holding the stock, definitely they should hold the stock. If they ask me about what are the levels, important levels, so the currently some 4,800 levels now. What has happened is that the stock from 11th of January took off. So from 4162 levels, it's around 4830 levels. So the stock has rallied significantly, almost, I would say 15% or so rally has happened since within less than a month, which is phenomenal. Having said that, I would say one should definitely hold on to the stock, because till the time they don't see a trend change, because or they can trail their profit. So if the one wants to hold on to the position, so ideally a stop loss has to be below 4,400 levels, because that's a strong support zone, and then they can trail their levels. Otherwise, at current levels, I wouldn't recommend a fresh entry.